to show you now is around central Bletchley. And this is a really awkward test route. Lots of different speed changes, one-way systems, no entries, lots of cars parked all over the place, lots of cars parked on double yellow lines. The key thing is, as per usual, at the right time, take your time, there's no rush, make sure you know what the speed limits are, look for the signs. So we've got Crossroads coming up, so we're going to go straight on at the Crossroads, but then planning ahead, looking at the road that we've got coming up, we're heading into a one-way street, so we're not concerned about anybody coming in the other direction, but I have seen people drive down this road incorrectly. At the end of the road we're going to go left, so if you look at the road markings it tells you which direction we're going to go in. All the cars that are parked opposite us are parked on double yellow lines. They shouldn't be parked there, but unfortunately they are. That just makes things a little bit more awkward. And just be really cautious about pedestrians. Pedestrians tend to just walk out in the middle of the road. Cars just seem to stop. People just open their doors. That's why you must give your car door width. And the key thing is, remember what the speed limit is. It's 20 miles an hour. And just keep an eye on everything. Got more cars parked on the right hand side here on double yellow lines. Pedestrian in the middle of the road. So the sat nav or the examiner will then ask you to take the next road on the right, which is just after this white parked vehicle. So remember, when you're turning right from a major into a minor road, you must look up the junction before turning in. So this is Regent Street. This is a really tight road. So this isn't a one-way street, but take into consideration the examiner will say to you, I'd now like you to just follow the road. So the key thing here is take your time. There could be a car coming in the other direction. As you can see, it gets really tight around here. So the key thing is get yourself over to the left-hand side and try and hug the curb. This allows you then to look to the right-hand side. And when you do look to the right-hand side, the one thing that you will notice is it's a no entry. So you must turn left. You must not drive through the no entry. Make sure you're looking down the new junction that you're turning in, and you must fit yourself behind the parked vehicles. We're next going to take the next road on the right. Same as before you turn up the new road, you must have a good look just to make sure it's safe, and to have a look at the signs, see if there's any new speed changes or any signs telling you it might be a one-way street, or where the cars are parked, or any pedestrians. What you will notice when you turn up this road, it is a one-way street, so you aren't expecting any vehicles to come in the other direction. Just being cautious of any pedestrians. So we're going to follow the road all the way up to the end. At the end of the road, we're going to turn right. This is a one-way street, so when we're turning right on a one-way street, we can do it in the right-hand lane. So now back up Queensway, having a look at all the parked cars. So we're going to take the next road on the right. Same as before, have a good look up the junction. There might be cars parked on double yellow lines, pedestrians, and as you will notice with this road, it is a one-way street, so you're not expecting any vehicles to come in the other direction. Be cautious of these crossroads, because cars just cross them without actually having a look. We're now going to take the next road on the right. Now, as you can see from the warning triangle coming up, it's telling us that this is no longer a one-way street, so we are concerned about other vehicles coming in the other direction. Make sure you have a good look up the new road that you're going to turn into. So we're going to follow this road all the way down to the end. Now, all these roads around here are quite tight. Lots of parked cars, double yellow lines, speed changes, one-way streets, and pedestrians who just walk out in the middle of the road. So at the end of the road, we're going to turn right onto Cambridge Street. This is a really, really tight junction. So the key thing is get as close to the end of the road, lean forward as far as you can, and make sure it's nice and safe. So we're going to go straight on at this road. What you will notice with the signs, we're going into another one-way street. so we're not expecting any vehicles to come in the other direction. We're going to follow the road to the end. At the end of the road we're going to go left. Now make sure you can see where the end of the road is. The end of the road and turning left isn't here, it's here. So the end of the road, turn left. So notice the speed change, but it is a one-way street. At the end of this road, turn right. And what you must take into consideration is that we're on a one-way street. You must turn right from the right-hand lane, and there is road markings telling you to do so. So we're going to take the next road on the left. Now don't forget, you must look up the new road before you turn in. A lot of these roads have got lots of cars parked. There's buses on this route, so you're concerned about cars that's coming along and taking up a lot of your room and not giving way to you. And these are the sort of things that happen on your test when you turn into a new road and all of a sudden somebody's decided to. So we're going to take the next road on the left. So this is why you must always look up a junction before you turn in. What you'll notice here, we've got lots of parked cars. What you don't want to do is just turn in and see that there's a car coming in the other direction. Even though it might be your right of way, you just never know what somebody else is going to do. We're going to follow this road up to the end. At the end of the road, turn left. Observation is critical as you're going around here. Checking your mirrors when you get into the junctions affects your observation in all directions. And like I said, you just never know when somebody might decide to go and park on double yellow lines. So we've got Crossroads coming up, and we're going to turn right at the Crossroads. So the key thing here is getting your positioning correct and your observation, and then making sure that you know who's got right of way, so who's got priority. We're going to take the next road on the right. So this is a really awkward junction. You will notice that we're going into a 20 mile an hour. The key thing with turning right at this junction is staying close to the dashed lines, dropping it down into first gear, leaning forward and looking to the left to give way, and then looking to the right down the new road. There's no rush, you must observe. Remember, you've just turned into a 20 mile an hour maximum speed limit road. It does remind you every now and then on the road and on a lamppost.